House Flipper 2 is the sequel to the much-loved renovation simulator, House Flipper. Developed by Empyrean, this one is available to play on PC and, as of the 29th of March, PlayStation and Xbox. Much the same as its predecessor, you'll take on renovation jobs around town while buying properties of your own to do up and sell for a profit. Players will take on the role of an entrepreneur with a passion for home renovation. As you progress through the game, you'll encounter clients with varying requests to transform their properties one way or another, with each project having its own set of objectives and creative solutions. Story is limited here, as your main objective is to simply work through these jobs until none are left. Thanks for checking out my video. I post reviews here every week, so feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. In House Flipper 2, there are three main gameplay areas. You have the renovation jobs that you'll take on, you can buy and sell your own houses, and unlike the first game, there's also a free play mode where you can build and decorate to your heart's content. The renovation tasks that you'll take on for clients are the main area of the game. In House Flipper 2, you'll live in a town that is split up into three sections. You've got a main residential area, a coastal region, and a forest. These different settings come with their own house styles, with your plain Jane residential houses, coastal shacks, and secluded mansions. As you do jobs, you'll eventually unlock all of these areas where you can take on a wide variety of jobs. This area of the game I found to be a big improvement from the original. Here you'll have requests to clean, decorate rooms with furniture, upgrade or add rooms. But I found in House Flipper 2 the jobs were much more specific and even had a story to it. Instead of getting to a point where most jobs are just this big gigantic task of doing pretty much everything, here they tend to stay a little bit more specific. For example, you'll have a request from a grandmother to redo an upstairs area for her grandson who's about to move in. You won't even need to touch the downstairs area. You'll get a job to clean up after a concert takes place in a home garage, or you'll need to clean up an abandoned shop and turn it into a cafe. The jobs are much more varied here and much more interesting. I found in the first game, as you progress, the jobs just got so big and tedious, but in House Flipper 2, I enjoyed these jobs up until the very last one. Another major difference here is the tools and skills that you'll utilize to do your renovations. You'll have your paint roller, tablet for purchases, cleaning tools, and so on. While the general tool set stays the same, there are some differences such as the way you paint and build walls, and you'll have additional cleaning tools. Painting is more difficult here, at least until you get some useful skills, and then it will become easier. Breaking and building walls takes longer as well, but felt much more realistic to me, and more cleaning tools to use adds to that satisfying element. Overall, I think I'm leaning towards this part being an overall improvement, because while I did find it more difficult in my first hour or so, once you have some of those skills unlocked, these tools actually become easier and quicker to use than in the first game. Add to this that you don't spend like 30 minutes straight painting like you did in the first game, so painting alone I found to be more enjoyable just because this game is much more selective about it. Skills are more or less similar, such as increasing cleaning speed or using less paint. While helpful, I do wish there were more skills to unlock, as I got to the point very quickly where I was kind of just randomly choosing my next skill, as the remaining ones weren't all that appealing. As with the original game as well, you can purchase houses of your own to renovate and either keep them as an office or sell for profit, so very much the same. However, the houses in this game are far, far superior. Much more details, interesting house designs, much more unique styles, and some really cool ones too, like there's a mansion in the woods that's been overgrown with weeds that you can clean up. So I found it quite fun to do up a few of those houses. I do find with this series though, I lose motivation quite quickly. It's so easy to make money, and at no point at all was I ever out of money. So you can pretty much always get everything that you want, and from memory all the furniture is unlocked right at the beginning. So another motivator to get more money would be great. A free mode has also been added here where you can actually build your own house, such as building the walls and the foundation, even adding in your own trash. So just sort of a mode to play around in and lose some time, which I thought was a pretty cool element, especially if you're into that sort of thing. I will also note I found the price point a little spicy at $60 Australian, which I do recommend waiting for this one to go on special before you purchase it, as it is quite a quick game, about 15 hours for me. I completed the main story, ended up and sold maybe 5 or so houses, and I also played around in free mode for a bit, and I can't really say for 15 hours I think it's worth that price. House Fipper 2 features much better graphics and visuals that elevate the overall experience and immersive elements of the game. The settings are much more detailed and realistic, from cozy suburban homes to sleek woody mansions, giving the game more depth and immersion. I will point out though that it did not take me very long to notice that each setting has the same kind of backdrop. So basically, whether you're in the residential area, the coastal area, or the forest, the house is kind of in the exact same spot. I think it would have been nice to just add a few different locations so it wasn't that obvious to pick up. House Builder 2 builds upon the success of its predecessor with some enhanced features and improved presentation, however it very much feels like the original. If you enjoyed the first addition to the series, this is a must play. It has all the same great elements while building upon it in several areas. Although if you aren't too sure based on the high price tag, I would say give this one a miss unless you can get it on special. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!